You're not going crazy. This week of January astrologically is such a crazy week, so let's break down what is happening. This is everything that we're feeling this week, by the way. On the 14th, Venus in Pisces squaring Jupiter retrograde isn't like the worst type of aspect, but it's a beware of going overboard. It's beware of acting off of very heightened emotions, acting off of ego, a lot of overspending and making a lot of decisions in relationships and then regretting it. Making a lot of financial decisions and then regretting it. The 15th, the Sun in Capricorn opposes Mars retrograde in Cancer. The ego is just the killer this week right now. This is a very defensive aspect. Mars doesn't like being in Cancer. It is very defensive, sensitive, very protective energy as well. This is just a not listen to anyone's type of advice, just doing what you want to do. The way to use this energy is to use it in a very passionate way and to not use it in a very like angry, resentful, emotional like type of way. I see a lot of people acting on anger this next week. On the 18th, Venus in Pisces conjunct Saturn. This is a very serious time for love, for relationships, for financial situation. I see a lot of like frustrating things and obstacles just in the realm of this area of life. This is a better time to get serious about these things. Like this could be possibly a good time to take a next serious step with someone you're in a relationship with, or a time to start budgeting a little bit better, or maybe I need to start saving money and this is what I have to do. I can see a lot of like maybe people, you know, a couple days prior like acting without thinking, especially in the realm of relationship and finances, and then effing around and finding out really quickly a few days later or the next week later. On the 21st, the Sun in Aquarius opposes Pluto at 1 degree. So a Sun touching Pluto aspect is very harsh. Pluto is a very dark planet. It's a planet of death and rebirth, transformation, destruction, manipulation. Sun represents us, the collective, is touching Pluto. This is just a very like darker time period. You know, our thoughts could be feeling a little bit darker. It's like a gray cloud over our head, especially because Venus is also touching Saturn. Saturn is a planet of obstacles and frustration and stuff. So it just seems like a very serious time, a very dark time. Issues surrounding manipulation, control issues, power dynamics are really brought to the forefront and being illuminated at this time. And then 2 days later, on the 23rd, Mercury in Capricorn opposes Mars retrograde in Cancer. So well, Mercury, the planet of communication, is in a sign like Capricorn. You know, our thoughts are a little bit more serious at this time too. Thinking about serious topics, thinking about a serious future, thinking about how can we be more stable and secure people. And then opposing Mars in Cancer is kind of like that work life and home life unbalanced. Maybe there's something that you really want to focus on, but you're being pulled in a separate direction. It's a head versus heart type of energy, and it just goes along with the prior energy from this whole week of not really wanting to listen to anybody else's input, and just having tunnel vision on your own goals, on your own things, and your own wants and not needs, where we need to focus and hone down on our needs. This is a time of really rebuilding foundations. It matters to us. Where should we be putting our energy towards? Where should we be putting our passions towards? Redefining our comforts, redefining family, redefining loyalty. This is just a really big time of redefining a lot in our lives, and not really the best time to really act.